Hello everyone, welcome to SteamCode. This is our first episode of the Selenium in Python tutorial series, and in this video I'll show you to get started using Selenium in Python. So let's just jump right into it, and before we get started we need to actually install Selenium. So I'll show you how to do that within a virtual environment. So quick explanation, a virtual environment in Python is an environment that allows you to install different pieces of software and allows you to have different versions of that software along different projects. So you won't need just one large installation. So I'll show you how to create a virtual environment. I'll show you how to install Selenium within that virtual environment. So in order to create a virtual environment, you need to say python -m venv and then the directory where you want your virtual environment to be created. So since I'm in the Selenium Python directory, I want mine to be located in this venv directory that I created earlier. So I would say --venv, and it will create that virtual environment directory for you. Now, since I already did it, I'm not going to press enter. But once it creates that, what you'll see within the venv directory is a folder called scripts. Now, within this scripts folder, so let's cd to scripts. If you're in the command prompt, what you're going to do is you're going to run activate.bat. If you're in PowerShell, you're going to want to do activate.ps1. So if you say activate.bat, what it'll do is it'll activate your virtual environment, and you'll see a venv. You'll see the name of your virtual environment surrounded by parentheses at the beginning of each line within your command prompt. Now, once you've activated your virtual environment, what you're going to want to do is install Selenium. So in order to do this, you'll say python-m pip install Selenium. And this will properly install and configure Selenium within this virtual environment. Now, with Selenium installed and with you inside of your virtual environment, let's just jump right into it. So I created a folder, or I created a file called tut.py. And I've already written all the code we'll need for this project, but I'll go through it line by line and show you exactly what it does, and I'll run it and we can see exactly what it's doing. So first, we're importing everything we need. So we're starting off with importing webdriver. So we're saying from Selenium import webdriver, and we're also going to import by and keys, and you'll see what these are used for later. So we're saying from selenium.webdriver.common.by import by, and from the same path, but replace by with keys, import keys. Now we're going to create our WebDriver object. Now, a WebDriver is an interface that allows you to communicate with the browser indirectly. So you're going to be able to send commands and send keys to that browser and basically run automated tests on that browser. So since I'm using Firefox, the driver I'm creating is for Firefox. So I'm saying driver is equal to WebDriver, which we just imported, .firefox. And then this driver is going to send the command to the browser to navigate to google.com. So I'm saying driver.get https google.com. And you can have this navigate to whatever URL you want. And then now what I'm doing is I'm finding an element within this browser. So I'm saying search is equal to driver.findElement, and I already searched this out before the tutorial began. So I'm saying by ID. So that's what this by keyword is used for. It allows you to select elements by a certain attribute. So you can say by ID, by class name, by XPath, etc. So I'm saying here by ID, and then I have the ID of the search box. And then now I'm going to type hello world into that search box by saying search.send_keys hello world. And then I'm going to also send the key return, which is the enter key. So that's what this keys tag is used for. So search is equal to send keys, keys.return. And that's basically it. That's how you get started with Selenium. So let's run this code and let's see exactly what it's doing. So go back into your command prompt. cd back to the directory where your tut.py file is located, and just say python tut.py. And once it starts running, you'll see it typed in hello world within the search box and it entered. Press return. So let's hop into google.com. Google.com. And if I say inspect here and search for where this search box is, let's look at the ID. So here we have the ID, and this ID APJFQB is the same ID that we're using here. So APJFQB. And we're finding that element by its ID, and then we're just typing in hello world and typing in return. And that's basically it. That's how you get started with Selenium. So I hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you need any questions or if you have any comments for me, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. This has been SteamCode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.